Hello, hello, beloved. I hope that you're doing great, feeling blessed and highly favored. Welcome to your twin flame Snoop on Boo reading. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maria, your spiritual bestie and sacred cheerleader here on this divine journey. We're going to be looking into the energy of the divine counterpart. I have been called to do this for several days. This is take 4. So let's get with it. Okay, so bottom of the deck, starting off with the energy, we have full moon in Taurus. So I do see a lot of grounded energy. There is new situations taking it to the next level when it comes to romance, not just for them, but for you too. Obviously, we have a mirrored energy here, right? We should be aware of that by now. Within the overall energy here for the divine counterpart, we have balance, spirituality, and practicality with full moon in Pisces. This alone is letting me know that there is a lot of grounded territory. Their energy is more grounded when it comes to having some sort of acknowledgement when it comes to the journey itself and where they stand spiritually. It looks like this person is stepping into living by their own choice and not by chance, where they feel motivated and not manipulated, but there's still something new coming up, especially when it comes to romance. And I'm also picking up something that comes in with water, influenced by water, or strong feelings. Have in mind, yes, we have a Jupiter in Cancer, and that will make people be more emotionally oriented or let their emotions get the best of them. But for the most part, I'm feeling this very beautiful energy. It's not too abrasive. It is, thank you, Spirit. It is emotions that will not come from self pity. And I am feeling here that this divine counterpart is coming from a space of choosing their own self esteem, choosing themselves. Okay, that's the overall energy. All right, so we'll look into their energy. What's their energy when it comes to love? If you are the divine counterpart, of course, we're going to be looking into what their energy is for you, how they see you, feel for you, that sort of thing, okay? But I want to look into their overall energy a little bit more so we can grasp into the idea of what this divine counterpart is going through. What's up with them? Okay, so let's grab in this other deck, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give me what's going on here. The overall energy for the divine counterpart, please. Okay. Let me shuffle this a little bit more. We have 7 of Gabriel. That's the 7 of Wands. The energy of standing on business when it comes to situations, energy, emotions. We also have them with a 7 of Ariel, which is a 7 of Pentacle. For the most part, it is that energy that's saying this person will reap some sort of rewards. They're still in the waiting period, but it is also telling us that this person has invested wisely. I'm sorry, I have the cards all over here. Usually, let's see, can we see them a little bit better there? Yes, okay. All right. You may notice my t-shirt is backwards. Ignore that, please. I was doing some candle magic here. I live by LA. So some of you may know what's going on. So we're clearing up energy for people that are doing the physical work and the protests and all that goodness. Okay. So we have the 7 of Gabriel here with the energy that is letting us know that this person is having more confidence or claiming their personal power. Beautiful. That's what we got in the channeling. And the energy saying this person is standing up for what they believe in. Energy that they are believing in. It is their spirituality. It is what they are intuitively picking up on. I will tell you that within this, I know that you're receiving messages, dreams, that sort of goodness. They are also doing this, okay? They're also feeling your energy very heavily. Have in mind that full moons are about completion, but not just in the spiritual, but Taurus. I've always spoken so highly of Taurus, not because I'm a Taurus rising or whatever, Okay. But Taurus is a sign that will take you wherever that you need to go. They will start and take you all the way to the finish line. Okay. Might take a little too long, especially with that Knight of Pentacle energy, what Taurus gives off. But it is telling us that whatever that is that we're working on, or whatever this person is working on, it will withstand time, difficulties, challenges, and all that goodness. Okay. It looks like this person at this time is reviewing their next endeavors. I'm gonna be a little snoopy boo, okay? I don't want to check what that is. What are they here with? What's the next endeavors? What's on their mind? What are they standing tall about? We have Wheel of Fortune and Hangman. Okay, so it looks like this person is not going to be taking any abrupt decisions when it comes to challenges. They're not making any excuses. And the Wheel of Fortune looks like they're looking to connect, coming back around, bringing in clarity. If we look here in the back, yes, there are mountains, and it is telling us that there's more that needs to maybe. These mountains are challenges, difficulties, or things that we think that are challenging, right? But we have very clear skies. The mountains are clear. The water is clear, very blue. This person looks happy. So it's like they're moving along without being too harsh on themselves. I like that they have the hangman here, because with this, it's telling us that this person is way more disciplined. Some are coming back around and separating, disconnecting from a person, and not holding so hard on that connection. I'm picking up also new information coming up when it comes to, thank you, Spirit, when it comes to the journey itself. I can sense that there's not a lot of communication here with y'all. Okay, it looks like it's been a long pause, and some sort of really long pause. For some of you, it's 12 years. Okay. All right, I want to see what they're at when it comes to their romance. What's going on here? Romance came out with the 8 of Michael in reverse. Reverse is telling us that this person is free, that this person is in a space of being more courageous. They're not so stuck in their mind. For some of you, yes, this person was not seeing things clearly. When it comes to love, they were holding back. But I do see them getting out of this, okay? So this person, if they're not communicating, they're choosing not to, okay? With the 8 of Michael, that's an overall energy when it comes to love. So with the 8 of Michael, is telling us that this person is just not choosing to move forward. They're standing up for what they believe in. And you have the 10 of Gabriel when it comes to love over you here. 10 of Gabriel in reverse, we have here with this person asking for help from the angels, from helpful people. But the 10 of Gabriel is also an energy that guarantees us that the spirit is tired, and it's tired for a reason. So, sorry, it guarantees us movement because the spirit is tired and is tired for a reason. So what does this tell us? This person was trying too hard to please others, not you, not themselves, but people outside. Okay, let me do my spread real quick. And we'll be clarifying a little bit more when it comes to that, why they have the 10 of Gabriel. Coming in the reverse, that for me is that person is not too worried about you, right? But it's like almost like a choosing to not move before they actually move. If you catch me live, I offer this reading live stream. When I go do personal live readings on the channel, I go live very often. Try to. We'll see how they think about you, see you, their hopes and fears, yada, yada, and messages that they will have for you, okay? We have the Ten of Michael again. The situation has ended. There is finality. There is closure. That's why we have that full moon in Pisces, full moon in Taurus. But the good thing that is here, with the Ten of Gabriel, it is telling us that this person was, yes, trying too hard. I want to grab from this other deck. Okay. When it comes to you, what was the energy about here? What was so difficult for them to release here? Wait, okay. We have them, they lost themselves again. They felt very lost, especially, okay, so it's showing us that a person gets too lost in the sauce when it comes to their partner. Okay, it's almost like they don't hold their own, they become their partner. They were doing maybe a little too much when it comes to this. They were trying to impress. And with this, it's telling us they're about to release that, okay? And for some of you that you noticed that your person was dating someone or that they were doing the thing and you're still, keeping an eye on them because obviously you're on this journey for lifetimes. You may have noticed that, maybe a pattern. You could have been watching them online or know about them, right? And with exes and that sort of thing, you're like, you know what? They always do whatever the ex, if one ex was into cosplay, they completely did it. If the other ex was like into basketball, into sports, and like they completely became that person. So it's like where they need to hold their authenticity, they need to hold their own, right? And they went in for looks. Where it's telling us this person was in a space where they or are getting out of having eye candy, where, they didn't appreciate the beauty of personality, of the spirit, of the soul here. And they were being shallow. Can I see what their blockage is? Their blockage for this person is body shame. They felt a little unattractive themselves. They needed to accept themselves and their flaws. Okay? Still doing so. I feel like this person may have criticized you openly, may have kept this energy of being a little passive because they're hurting too, and you kind of excused it. I kind of feel like you even haven't really addressed it. For some of you, of course, this is not the case, but maybe you needed to address it when it happened and you stop making excuses for this person. Because if their energy is moving forward, I know damn well your energy is what propelled that to be there too. Okay. Whew. All right. So I want to see overall. Hold on. We're going to do another reading where we're going to snoop on the twin flame with the other person. I was about to be a little too chismosa because I haven't done a twin flame reading with Snoop on Boo in a minute. Take that back. Okay. All right. Let's see here. And the energy. There we go. And the energy when it comes to how they see you, we have the Three of Michael. We see that this person may have wanted to release you, and just telling us that this person is using more logic over emotion when it comes to this situation, right? But they're not letting themselves be overthinking of how they hurt you. They know they hurt you. They know that their words were maybe not very nice. They were not nice. They left without saying goodbye for the most part for some of you, right? We see how much blue is here, right? We're noticing that those are swords. So that is telling us that this person worries, thinks, is feeling overwhelmed when it comes to their thought process. And we have here somebody wanting with a Ten of Swords, wanting to put the past behind them. Let bygones be bygones. This is deep. Can we see here how they see you? They see you as someone who can endure a lot of pain. They see you as someone that they've hurt, as someone who may have walked away without wanting to do so. We have Archangel Michael here holding a woman in his arms. But if we see with the energy of Archangel Michael, there is light, a strong light behind him. And of course, that could be part of his aura, but the bluish shows part of his aura. And then we have a strong light coming behind. So that is telling us that there is clearing. Even the mountains here look clear, right? I'm hearing some sort of guilt. I want to grab another deck here. If you like the reading so far, don't hesitate on pressing that like button. It's just right there. Okay, where's that deck? What the heck? Okay. Why do they have the Three of Michael? This is not exactly what I was looking for. I'm hearing this song, Perdón por hacerte daño y por ti. Who is that? Aventura? So we have this person not ready to make a decision. Oh my gosh, this is annoying me. Well, not to the max. Hold on. I have a Gemini, Mars, and Jupiter. Excuse-moi, okay? In the first house. So I will express my annoyance. Okay. How else do they see you here with the Three of Swords? They see you as tension. They see you or saw you as someone who was stressed about them. This person wasn't or isn't ready at this time, because we're looking into the energy right now, to talk. But I see them coming back around. We have pride, beauty, and then receiving some sort of epiphany. And again, the energy of time, something we don't like to look at. But they also see you that as someone who wasn't ready to also speak their own truth, who maybe was excusing them. Two of Pentacles, they see you as someone who was trying to manage everything, who was really good at it too. They admired you for that. And this current energy, how do they feel about you? Six of Michael. You know what's the beauty of the Six of Michael in reverse? When it's right side up, it is, yes, saying we're stepping into calmer waters, but it is someone who also uses only their thoughts. They don't let their emotions get the best of them. It is telling us that there's some sort of relocation, travel. Maybe you wanted to do this. This person kind of moved away. You maybe live close by them for some of you, and you don't see them. But this is saying that this person's coming back around because they want to. And their emotions, they're coming back without trying to do the right thing for the right reason, for their religion, for their beliefs, or because they have children and, you know, it doesn't look good for the children, or because this looks better. It's telling us, yes, there will be a sign of relief, but when it comes to their emotions, they're coming back around. And have in mind, and like I've said it before, and if you have no clue, this is what I say. You're not going to worry a person who doesn't give a rat's ass about you. Okay, sometimes people will stay more in their head than in their actual heart. Regardless if they do love you, they care for you, and they want to have something with you. But their fears, their own stallness, or whatever you want to call it, is holding them back here. What I'm hearing from Spirit is that they know that your heart belongs to them, and vice versa. King of Wands. The passion is felt very strongly. If you needed to know about unconditional love, or that foundation of patience here, it's here. But the King of Wands is telling me that this person still feels very strongly about you. The soul still recognizes, knows it's you. Regardless if they're in the Six of Swords, not coming in directly apologizing, saying anything that needs to be said. That's for some of you that do have some sort of communication with this person. They come back around and have some sort of checkup here with you. Ace of Cups. There you go. Four of Swords. The only thing that I feel iffy about is the Four of Swords, because the Four of Swords is telling us this person is being patient with their healing, taking their time. They're in no rush. Right? With this Five of Michael, though. Five of Michael is the Five of Swords when it comes to their hopes and fears. Are they fearful? Yes. They don't want to be arguing with you. They don't want to have you be upset at them. They feel like this situation does not serve you, divine counterpart watching this video. They don't want to come to you because they're attached, because they don't know what to do. They definitely want to take a more uplifting approach. This is about with the Five of Michaels, usually it's like we fight, no one is right, and we're both unhappy. Clarify with the Page of Cups. This is about let's talk again. To go out for a drink. Let's clear the air. This divine counterpart wants you to see them in a different light. Wants you to see them that they are choosing themselves. And they're not coming out of self-pity anymore. Nine of Cups. Look, creates 10 cups. Three of Pentacles. If you think that your person here, the divine counterpart, does not think about you, you're wrong, baby cakes. At this current time here, when it comes to this person, what they want to hide. What they want to hide from you, what they don't want you to know, is the Queen of Michael. With this, for some of you, is divorce. For some of you, is telling you your person's divorcing, you're separating, whatever not. But it's telling us with the Queen of Michael, that's my bitch energy card. They're clear. They're bitching, right? They are self-reliant. They are in the space of being honorable. They have awareness. They're not speaking. Most of the time when we see the Queen of Swords and the Rider-Waite card, we see her with the sword right side up, right? So that is telling us that this person is in a stance of you say what you need to say. Sword is up. I will say whatever I need to say at the appropriate time. So what do they don't want you to know? They don't want you to know that they know about the journey. That they're yeah, the Magician clarifying that. The Ace of Pentacles. Come and talk to me about Twin Flame. Let me tell you about this little journey with the Twin Flame. They're aware. They've heard it from you. They've heard it from someone. They're watching it online. Something has come up. Something's making more sense here. For some of you, this person may have drifted in the past, thought that someone else was their Twin Flame. But here, they're holding on. They're watching you. They're still obsessing. We have the energy of receptivity trying to come through. Ooh, beauty is also there. Right? And we have being receptive. The energy of an open heart, softness, vulnerability. I just heard Goddess Aphrodite. Ooh, beautiful. Thank you, Goddess. Okay. For some of you, connect with Goddess Aphrodite. That's your message right there. You know what she will tell you. Connect with her. Okay. Can I please see here with a Knight of Michael? What is their intention? Their intention is to come forward. Okay. Their intention is to come forward without despair, without falling apart. The energy is saying here with the keywords, it's strong, committed, intellectual, and diligent. And with the energy, I just heard Spirit say, ask. Ask what this person thinks about the divine counterpart watching this video. We'll look into that right now. And with this, we have this Knight of Cups in reverse. I like that the Knight of Cups, I like the Knight of Cups energy a lot, okay? For the most part, right? It's telling us that somebody knows the game, although maybe too much, especially since this Ace of Pentacles is here. they have a power play, right? But here with the Knight of Cups in reverse is telling us that this person comes in with no knowledge of how to win over your heart. It's one thing to get the initiation of the twin flame journey, and then just like divine love, soul to soul recognition, right? And it just happens. But here it's like, okay, we have acknowledgement. Now we bring in our own 3D, and it's like, what you're gonna do about it? With this, I don't see manipulation from this person. They just want to go, I don't want to say exactly with the flow, but it's like, let the pieces fall where they need to fall. They feel that they can have an intelligent conversation here with you. Their intent is to come forward and have difficult conversations eventually. Knight of Pentacles, they're watching, okay? They're watching even though you may not exactly know why they're watching. Let's ask that question that Spirit gave us here. What does this person, divine counterpart, think that the person watching this video is thinking at this time about them? The Chariot. Ace of Raphael, Ace of Cup energy. They're thinking that you think that they are coming through. You see how even this angel, which shows the Archangel Metatron, he's holding, there we go. He's holding his heart, right? We have activation coming in. They feel that you're also talking to them. And they feel that you feel them coming through in such a mystical and magical way with enlightenment. We want to see. Okay. I'm going to lose my ish if this message says something out. Okay. Because with the energy, this person feels excited about the changes. Very, very excited. We have, again, balancing things out. They feel that you might still want them in a relationship, connection, that could be a friendship, but to be able to clarify what is going on. Shocking truth, finding something out. Okay, unexpected news. How do they feel about the divine counterpart feeling that way? Euphoric, chasing thrills, joy, laughter. So they're excited to come through whenever they're coming through here. Seems like they are feeling that they're sending you messages, channeling here the energy. Very, very beautiful. With the energy here, with their next movement forward, they have the Six of Raphael. Six of Cup. We have soul, health journey, rekindling friendships, connections, relationships. This person here, their next action is to reconcile, to make friends and more amends here with you. I'm not seeing this as, yes, we see as the Six of Cup as reunion, being in a childlike energy. Beautiful. Yeah, take that on. Take that message. Take that energy. But here it is where we are able to speak as adults and as the inner child, where we embrace the inner child. And this person looks like they're coming with friendship. They're holding a yellow flower. You come in a peaceful energy. We come in peace. Here, what's the energy moving forward here? What is the divine counterpart coming in here with this twin flame? But they're moving forward. How's here? What's the next action? This could be even for some of you who are like, your twin flame has passed to the next realm, or you've chosen, moved on, done this thing. It's like they come in energetically for you and offer peace, offer you their love, their embrace, healing energy, for the two of you to not be in this negative energy. Not maybe even negative, but it's like there's still a bad feeling about the way they left, you left, or whatever. No. That energy coming in, confessions, releasing a secret, pursuing virtue through honesty. Like this person, like letting go of denial. They're confessing something here. This person will be putting in the work, and we have acceptance. Accepting the past and current situations, working through issues gracefully. And of course, like I said, they're in a 10. Some we have 7 and 10, 9s. So this is telling us they're in the ending chapter for some. Obviously, if you're in this longer than others, you can't compare someone's chapter 2 with their chapter 20, right? So, and with this energy, take whatever resonates, whatever doesn't apply, let it fly. So we're going to get some last messages here from this person. What does this person need you to know? What does my counterpart want person watching this video to know? I've been trying to forget about you, but I can't. I wish it was less complicated. I love you more than I will ever let on. One more message, please. I'm scared you will reject me, and you're worth more to me than I let on. Okay. All right. Let's wrap it up with a guidance message from Spirit. Press like on that video. Consider subscribing if you have not yet subscribed. Thank you. Thank you so much. Guidance, please, Spirit. What does this person need to know? Person watching this video, what's your guidance when it comes to this connection? Whoo! Accept your shadow, love your shadow, accept and work with the flaws in yourself so you can learn to accept others as they are. This energy brings in engagement, connections, deep love, conversations. Your love life is soon ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, beloved. Love you long time. Until next time, namaste.